I've always had a thing for the strong, silent type. The kind of man who doesn't have to try too hard, if you know what I mean. I need to feel protected, looked after, claimed. That's what sweeps me off my feet. I don't know about you, but I kind of like being slapped around. A bit of whipping now and again with his belt. A couple of good hard spanks right before having sex. Stuff like that. It turns me on to play the victim. To pretend I'm his geisha. His little slave. My shrink told me there's nothing wrong with it. No. It's just projecting. Dreams. Desires. Until he got too into it. And it went too far. I mean, how could I have realized it? To think, I didn't like that slogan from the campaign on violence against women. Violence has many faces. Learn to recognize them. But how can you? When it's your own lover's face? Another one. Violence hurts. Mistaking it for love hurts even more. Now I know. But at the time, it wasn't so clear. There really should be evening classes, especially tutoring, to train us not to fall into these traps. We've been taught to be accommodating for so long. Now what about teaching us how to defend ourselves? To strike back? A violent partner won't take you through life. He'll take you to the hospital. Which he did. A few times. Sweetly, he took me in his own car. Did it because he cared. In a way all his own, sure. But also to make sure I wouldn't say the wrong thing and get him in trouble. Not that I would ever have reported him. I mean, he was my man, my strong, invincible guy. In his arms I finally felt safe and protected. Even though he was exactly what I needed protecting from. There is only one way to change an abusive partner. Dump him. They're right. I know they're right. But I was so afraid he would dump me. For another woman, a younger, more pliant one, someone even more submissive and accommodating than me. Boyfriends don't grow on trees, you know. All the men around here, I mean, they're already taken. And I can't stand being alone. They're just little sex games, I told myself. And if it goes too far, I'll tell him to stop. But when I did, he would sulk. Give me the silent treatment for days. So I gave in, just to make him happy. But it sure didn't excite me anymore. An abusive partner doesn't deserve your love. He deserves to be reported. They're absolutely right. I tried to once, but the police commissioner wasn't in that day. He'd been arrested for shooting his wife with a service weapon. Come back tomorrow, they said. Things are kind of a mess here today. Actually, my whole life has been a mess. It isn't easy to find your way out of the maze of life. Except at work. There, I can definitely hold my own. I'm a sales assistant at a posh lingerie store uptown, where everyone who is anyone comes to shop. I sell S&M undergarments to high society wives. And let me tell you, after that, however many shades bestseller, the one that teaches you how to get yourself a real good spanking, our catalog became all the rage. Naughty lingerie to spice up stale marriages. It's delicate work. You have to make sure you don't sell the same item to both wife and mistress. Have to keep a mental file for every customer. But I've been an expert in the field for a long time now. Last night, he strangled me with a pair of panties from the latest collection. Folie de Paris. Pure silk. Extra small size. Nylon lace inserts. 27 euros. Marvelous choice.